السلام عليكم. اليوم سنحاول تسليط الضوء على التحقيقات التي أجريت مع تنظيم داعش أو عناصر تنظيم داعش الذين تم ضبطهم في المدن الليبية المختلفة من قبل الأجهزة الأمنية وبعد
We were at the Public Prosecutors Office in central Tripoli for a highly anticipated press conference held by the head of the Interrogations Office of the Public Prosecutors Office, Saddiq Soor. The press conference was held to reveal the results of preliminary interrogations held with ISIS captives held in custody after their loss in the war in Sirte. Some of the main revelations indicated that the first man to introduce the idea of ISIS in Libya was a man by the name of Hassan Bil'Araj, who was jailed in Iraq in 2005, yet returned to Libya in 2012. Bil'Araj and his early associates planned the creation of 3 emirates in Libya. 4 main institutions would make up the foundation of each emirate. The main institutions were arms, recruitment, immigration, and border control, and finally media. Brigades were formed to protect these institutions, the main ones being border protection brigades, recruitment brigades, and the desert brigades. Looking at the slideshow presented by the Prosecutor's Office today, it was clear to see that the terror group was extremely organized and well on their way to creating a full functioning state. Some of the main traces of finance that supported the creation of ISIS in Libya was unintentional support by previous governments who made payments to individuals who were registered in groups under the Interior Ministry, but later joined the terror group ISIS. Bank robberies were also a main method of finance, as well as kidnapping and extortion. Financing also arrived from the main headquarters of the terror group in Syria and Iraq. Those in charge of the emirates were identified along with their current status, whether they were killed in action or still at large, most of them being Libyans originating from Sirte. Many of the terrorists who set up safe houses in Sobrata were of Tunisian origin and planned to train their elements, then transfer them to Syria and Iraq, while sleeper cells were created to infiltrate other cities like Zlitan, Misrata, and Tripoli. There were 4 nationalities for elements of ISIS totaling over 100. They were Libyan, Sudanese, Tunisian, and Egyptian. Others ranged from Saudi Arabia to Qatar, Yemen, Algeria, even as far as the United States. The total number of nationalities captured or killed is 26. The main routes taken by foreigners entering Libya was Tunisians who would travel towards the south or Egyptians who would travel towards the south, coupled with all those from countries south of Libya who would then travel north through the desert to Sirte. Many assassination cases were solved as a result of interrogations when previously unsolved cases were traced to ISIS elements. The Tunisian journalists who were kidnapped in Libya were also mentioned by ISIS captives, and the facts of how they were kidnapped was revealed to interrogators. Some other interesting points was the fact that many previously unsolved bank robberies were revealed to be ISIS jobs, and tracing a lot of ISIS elements past linked them directly to Al-Qaeda. Bombings that totaled over 200 were also attributed to ISIS after investigations led to prove so. Soor did say that his office is continuing their investigations to reveal the resting place of the Egyptian Coptic Christians who were videoed by ISIS being beheaded in Sirte. Soor also stated that up to 800 arrest warrants have been issued for suspects linked to the terror organization ISIS. This has been Hussam Najjar for the Libya Observer in Tripoli.